Hi there, it's Jessie here, and very warm welcome to the channel. Very big warm welcome. If you're coming back, you know that I love you. And if you're completely new and you clicked on my face, I believe there is a reason for it. So hang around, take a look, maybe not. Okay, I am a mirror. Reflect on what I say to inform your own life. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let it be something that helps you discern more clearly what it is that you want and who you wish to be. And this goes for everyone all the time. It's so polarized. I'm really in it at the minute. I'm really sensitive to the polarization and the extreme that we've had to take it. And what comes to me every time, and I don't know who said this, but that they were on the button when they said, "Don't shout to be heard, listen to understand." Don't shout to be heard, listen to understand. And if people are shouting to be heard, listen to understand. We don't even then like, "You're shouting, I'm not going to listen to you." No, these people need to be listened to even more. Their pain is louder, they are more defensive, and they are responding or reacting to their pain by shouting. Now, sometimes you've got to be the bigger person, even though it's annoying. But sometimes if we are in touch with our own pain and we know what we can do with it, and then we see people who have no idea, in total denial, what can we do? We can seek to understand them. But best way is to listen. And I mentioned this in the video, and this is what's so alive in me right now, is everybody is shouting. Everyone who's shouting on the extreme end of whatever end you've decided to put yourself on because of your own personal beliefs and experiences that don't invalidate the other, by the way. They just have had different experiences, led to a different outcome, but everyone's shouting for their heart. Listen to me, I'm in pain. I don't want to repeat this pain for other people, so I'm going to stand up. All right, it's manifesting unconsciously. But those of us who are conscious, we need to be the bigger person in a lot of sense. And I'm not saying that's easy. I'm saying this for me, guys. I find that hard. Sometimes I'm just like, and then I think, Jessie, with everything that you've learned and your understanding of not even just the planet, but the universe, that needs to be adopted into how I respond to others. And I'm impatient sometimes. And again, it comes back to awareness, self-awareness. Dong. Let me just turn that off because that's going to keep going. My little meditation gong. I had to meditate before this talk. My goodness, am I fiery today. I have an awful amount of energy. I've got so much I want to say. I want to be seen and heard today. It's like, blah. So I imagine I'm not alone in that sensation. So I had to sit down, meditate 10 minutes, feeling a bit calmer, but a lot of passion in me today to speak up. And I'm sure I'm not alone in that. What I think is guilt. I mentioned this in a video and then didn't go back there after watching the Netflix series Adolescence, which 70 million people have watched. So it's captured the collective's attention. So I watched it to find out why. And for me, it's guilt. I feel there is a big purge of guilt happening at the moment. Can you recognize it in your own life or with the people around you, that we're all purging guilt? That's my take on things. And I think it's very important that we do that and we feel that, and then we feel sorry, and then we change our actions. That's what I was saying before. It comes back to self-reflection and awareness of oneself. And I'll use a personal anecdote because I'm not ashamed. We're all doing this all the time in our own little way. So whatever our core belief is, whatever belief that we created around our trauma, informs our life. And at the moment, we're all being activated to purge all of this stuff out. So it's like extra important that we're aware when we're acting from a wounded place and when we're projecting. So what happened to me, I won't go into the details of what happened to me, but the belief that I formed are people are out to get me. I can't trust people. People are out to get me. Now, this informs, especially when I'm triggered or activated or overwhelmed, which is probably the main thing, is I go straight to this belief system because this is what saved me in the past. Did it save me? It was how I understood the world to be. And then other defense mechanisms came in to save me. But, like don't trust people, don't let people in, symptoms of it. So yesterday I went out, was having an okay time, a little bit agitated, reopened a door I shouldn't have friggin' reopened. Some of you will know what I'm referring to, but anyway, so I'm having to reprocess sadness and grief, which was okay. I took a few steps back on my journey. Growth and healing isn't linear. So I was a bit agitated. I came home, and what I've learned is when I'm like sort of close to overwhelm, like I'm very activated from previous wounds, and I'm sort of doing my best to keep it all in, like we all bloody are. And I come home and there's a lot of environmental triggers for me. So when I'm at the peak of overwhelm, and my environment has changed drastically because of housemates or people moving things, it's very difficult for me. So I come home and there was quite a few environmental triggers. The kitchen was full of people's washing and bed sheets. It'd been raining, so they brought it inside. It was humid. It smelt of mold. My water filter was empty. That's like a known trigger of mine in my life, which I'm working on, right? I'm working on my response to these triggers. And then I went to go upstairs. I live on the top floor, and somebody's stuff, all their storage had just been left on my stairs. I couldn't get up. That was it. I was in overwhelm emotionally because of other stuff, and then my environment triggered me. So what happens? My belief system sets in and goes, this is intentional. I took it so personally, just like my child did all those years ago, because she didn't know any better. So I take it really personally. I get so mad. I'm like, these people are out to get me. They're intentionally blocking my stairway. And then I go into this whole narrative, right? That I can't trust people, that people are out to get me, blah, blah, blah. And I was able to clock it. I was able to know, wait a minute, Jessie, we've been here before. And we've been in a much saner place with our mind when we're not overwhelmed and activated, and we wouldn't have the same response. We'd just think, oh, they forgot. Oh, they forgot to move it. This wasn't an intentional, this wasn't a personal attack. Okay, I was able to recognize and then be able to have a conversation with my housemate this morning and be like, hey, what was up with that? Oh, I'm so sorry, this, I forgot, I really didn't mean, okay, that's cool, now I know. And now I don't have to assume that people are out to get me, that I live with. What a hostile, scary reality to live in. And yeah, just to say, let's be aware of our tendencies, of our belief systems that were created around wound and trauma when we were too young to sort of really comprehend the situation and all the factors involved. And my plea, my call is that we all do this. We all do this. And then we're in a much calmer position, aren't we, to listen to other people, even if they're yelling and they're completely unconscious of their own pain and what's driving their motivations. Can we reach them too? 8 billion of us, so we all have to do our little part, right? We all have to do our little part. And not to say oh God, we've understood it. People will be playing this part for us too, and we need to be able to be humble enough to recognize that as well. Oh wait, I'm the asshole. Know yourself. Are you somebody who always positions yourself as the asshole? And then maybe you need to question that. Or if you're somebody who never thinks it's you and you're always pointing the finger, then we need to question that. We need to know what our tendencies are, recognize them when they're coming up, and question it. And it's not, oh, I'm always the arsehole, or it's not they're always the arsehole. It's a little bit of both, all the time. So I also think recognize we're all walking each other home, and we're all teachers, and sometimes people are put into our lives because we need to be an example for them. They might trigger us. They might be behaving in a way that's so to us. So maybe we have to demonstrate with our behavior and our actions how we want to be treated, what's appropriate for us, what our boundaries are. We could be teaching them, and also be really open to what other people are teaching us. Maybe they're pissing us off. Oh, hold on. Maybe they're actually showing us a way that would help us if we could just step back. It's what we identify with. We must have, I really feel this, a much softer grip on what we identify with. It's important to have a good sense of self and an ego identity, a healthy one. You need it. And be loose and flexible with it, that it's always changing. My opinion changes daily. I'm sure yours does too. Maybe not. Maybe you're not quite so fickle or flexible or fast even. Everyone's a little bit different. So, oh God, I've lost my train of thought. Something disrupted me then. You know what happened is I thought, oh, I've just insulted somebody or I've just triggered somebody and I need to backtrack. And I don't. So, yes. Let's seek to understand. It even happened in the comments yesterday. People started bickering with each other. We are on the same team. And I could say that to any other human. Any other human. We're on the same thing. We want the same things. We want to be seen. We want our pain to be seen. We want, first of all, it needs to be felt by us and witnessed by another. Witnessed with the gaze of unconditional love. That we are all lovable, even in our darkest, most terrifying states. And that's what a lot of us didn't receive. So we deny it and we push it down. And witnessing another in their pain, in their process without judgment is what's going to bring us fastest to healing and living in a more loving world, which we all want. I don't know anybody who doesn't want that. And anybody who would argue that they don't want that and they argue that the world is just like this and you need to get by and you need to... Can we understand that they have a limited perspective because of their pain? It's stunted their understanding of the universe, and perhaps we can help them understand, but they need to be heard first like we all do. And it starts with ourselves. It starts with ourselves, my goodness. All right, I'm going to go play some beach volleyball now for a date. What a fun idea for a date. Beach volleyball. I like it. I'm also quite anxious. I'm more of a get to know people one-on-one. I'm much more comfortable in one-on-one situations because there's just the attention is on each other. I'm able to really connect deeply with that person and understand them when there's no other distraction. Way out of my comfort zone to go on a date and join a meetup volleyball group with loads of courts. We might not even be playing on the same court and all these other people involved. I was like, that's a bit overwhelming for me and out of my comfort zone. And he was like, then I think we should do it. And I like that. I appreciate a push every now and again. It's gentle. He said we can leave whenever we want. So I like that. So I'm going to go play some beach volleyball on a date and just let off some steam and do my little bit. As that's all we can do, how we all do our little bits. But let's remember, as Gandhi said, be the change you wish to be. It starts inside, and then we can give grace and compassion and space for those others, just as others are doing for us, right? Okay, rant over. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Share, please. Like the video if you liked it. And if you are completely new and you like the feeling of this, hit subscribe and we'll see you in the next video. Otherwise, have a beautiful day, a beautiful life. We've got this.